The month of May was a challenging month, I have to admit. This is an update to the channel on weapons education, June 2nd, 2011. Welcome, and I'm going to talk about the merchant website in particular right now. Did you ever start to do a project, whatever it is? Let's say you want to build shelves in your garage and some cabinetry and say, I'll knock that out. I'll go to Home Depot and get all these products and come home and build it. And then, of course, the job turns out to be 10 times more difficult than you anticipated. That's kind of how it always is with projects, right? Well, the merchant website turns out to be the most colossal thing, one of the most difficult tasks I've ever attempted to do. But the good news is, you know me, I'm hugely optimistic and full of energy, and I'm positive about everything. The good news is it's almost all done. The painstaking hours and putting in images one at a time with hundreds and hundreds of images. I'm going to show you here momentarily. I'm going to go to the PC with the camera and show you where the actual merchant website stage is. So that'll be nice. Let's talk a little bit more about the merchant website. We have 7 or 8 manufacturers on board where we're national dealers. When I say we, I mean Pete at the Armory Channel and myself, Tom, Weapons Education. So that's all exciting stuff. You know, we came across what I like to call them stop signs. People call them hurdles, you know, difficulties when you're doing a project. And you just got to pull your bootstraps up when you're trying to do a task and it throws challenges at you. Just think when you're driving your car, you come up to a stop sign, you stop, you look around, the coast is clear, you go, you move forward. You don't just sit there. And that's kind of how I had to deal with a lot of the stop signs that I dealt with during the month of May. And it was about 25 during those 31 days. A lot of hurdles, a lot of challenges, and Pete and I just forged through them on the phone till midnight, 1 a.m., 2 a.m., dealing with 3 different IT people to build the merchant website. It's been a lot of work, but it's fun. You know, we love firearms. We love all this type of leather and stuff I'm about to show you. It's kind of great. The ballistol, as you can see there in the background, I got like 70, 80 boxes behind me of ballistol. We're good to go on all these products. Cold steel, as you can see the blades there in the middle. We're good to go. You'll see what I'm talking about when I show you the merchant website. Let me show you what's on the table, and I'll talk about some more things here. On your left is a Smith & Wesson 500 Magnum. That's how I carry it. That's my Galco setup right there. Each one of those little pouches holds 5 spare rounds. Look at the size of that round, silver tip for werewolves. So there's my 500 Magnum setup. There's a 44 Magnum Galco holster, paddle style. Have a video on both of those firearms. There is a 357 686 model. I have to do a video on that. That's a beautiful gun. That's a nice revolver. And you see that right there? That's how I carry that in the great outdoors. All these things will be available on the website that we're talking about. All this leather products, ballistol, knives. And you can see there's the holster for that 686. Look at the blades. I keep saying if you're not into blades, you got to get at least just one, whether it's a fixed or folding blade. I'm more of a folding blade guy, especially with the way Cold Steel designs them with their triad lock system. These things will hold a half a ton and not snap that lock. So it's pretty much turns into a fixed blade when you open it up. We'll do separate reviews on all that stuff. Over here to the right, this silly little thing like this. See these trigger sprays? It costs a lot of money for those suckers. We're throwing them in package deals, which I'll show you. As a dealer, they cost $1 each. You'd think like when you buy a bottle of Windex, it comes with a spray trigger. When you buy ballistol as a dealer, you got to pay extra, $1 each. But we're including all that in package deals, and you're going to like everything you see. So there's 2 types of ballistol. This type here, which is liquefied, and you have the spray trigger, or you don't have to use the spray trigger. And what a lot of people do is they pour the ballistol in like a bowl, and they dab a real nice soft terry cloth type rag, and then clean their firearm or leather. And I use this a lot on all this leather products that we're looking at is just doused with ballistol. And then you got the aerosol. Those are the 2 products that you have from ballistol, is the aerosol and the spray bottle. Aerosol, of course, you can really pinpoint with that red straw type tube and get right where you want. All right, this is exciting right here. See this custom ostrich skin? I want to walk up to that because I want to elaborate on this. This is one of the companies that we're a national dealer with. All handmade, all exotic stuff. They deal with all major law enforcement officers also for just regular cowhide leather, and way up to the exotic. Snake skin, alligator skin, crocodile skin, ostrich skin is what I chose. So this will be some of the higher end stuff. But if you purchase a firearm like this H&K, which is one of my favorites, or all my favorites, but it's got the light system on it, you know, you have to have a custom holster made. And I bought a lot of custom holsters. This is the one I like the best. So we are dealers with this company here. You'll see it on the website. And they make them by hand. Super, super high quality. If you're going to buy a $1,200 firearm with a $300 light laser on it, you don't want to put it into a cheesy polyester Velcro type holster. If you could afford it, of course. I know things are tough right now. I'm just saying this is what's going to be available on the website. Exotic type holsters, of course, everything that Galco sells, and belts. This is like really, really important. People oversee the quality of wearing a high-end belt. Do you want to put something this is pretty heavy, whether it's this or any other firearm, or your flashlights and blades and things like that on a low-end cheesy belt? You want to get a police style thick leather gauge belt. We'll have all those belts on the merchant website from Galco. That's the only type of belt that wears Galco. Alright, we pan out. I think we're finished with this section here. Except for one little thought I want to say is, I did get a nice feedback on the video I did of my little hobbies, and dirt bikes and Viper and my property and stuff like that. So what I'm going to do is every 2 weeks or so, take you on different little excursions. Whether we go to the Everglades on a walk through the boardwalk and look at all the wildlife. 75% of all the birds in North America at one time will travel through the Everglades. That's a fact. I'll take you in an airplane ride and fly all around South Florida and show you the ocean, show you the Everglades, things like that. So my videos will evolve from not only just firearms, but every couple of weeks, let's mix it up a little bit and talk more about my life and what I do. I mean, I'll show you some really, really cool toys. You've only seen about 2%, and I'm not exaggerating. All right, so that's that. Let's go take a look at the merchant website. Well, here is the unveiling of the merchant website. I'm very proud to do this video. Armory Channel and Weapons Education joining forces to bring you the ArmoryExpressOutlet.com. Tactical accessories and more. Here's a glance at what the website is going to look like, or it does look like right now. This is the stage we're at. We painstakingly have been uploading images and doing descriptions and working with dealers and manufacturers, and oh, it turned out to be so much more work than we thought, but it's coming along. We're almost there. I think we are actually 10 days out. This is June 2nd. So I shot for June 7th if you watch my last update, but June, that's mid-June. This will be up and running, and you're going to love it. Let me show you where we're at. The banner, you get the Weapons Education logo, which has got the espada cutting through the shield, and you got a revolver shooting at you, bang, and you got the beautiful Sig Sauer 1911. And if you notice real close, the flames come out, and it comes around, and there's the bullet. Here is the Armory Channel, as we know it, one of the coolest logos out there. This banner will be fit, of course. This is in its beta format. The prices are all retail right now, so don't get skittish. If you want to pay retail, you can go right to Cold Steel or Galco and pay retail. I'm just showing you the layout. This is fun stuff here. Alright, so featured products, for instance. This page will ultimately be our featured products. What we have that we want to give to you at the lowest cost and move it right along to you. This section here is the categories. Let's click on Cold Steel, for instance. And you know, if you look at Cold Steel's website, which is a wonderful website, it's kind of difficult to find what you're looking for. I think when we put all of our brains together, you know, Pete, myself, and the 3 IT guys that are working on this, and one lady, all these people, I'm saying, ultimately what I'm saying is, if I'm a consumer, I want to find the blade I'm looking for without jumping around and going through hoops. For instance, if I want a fixed blade, I click here. If I want a pocket knife or folding blade, I click here. If I want a sword or cane, I click here. So let's, for instance, the whole thing is clickable. Let's click on pocket knives or folding knives. I give you an idea what it's going to look like or what it does look like. Here's the espadas, my favorite. Guys and ladies, if you're not into blades, you got to have one. Once you have one, you're addicted. But I keep saying that. Total items 29. There's a lot of stuff here. And it's a totally true blue merchant website. I'll show you here as we move along. This is page 1 of 3. I'll go to the next page. All of their products are here. Every single product we have. We are national dealers for Cold Steel. These are the retail prices. They're all going to be reduced, and I'm just showing you the layout. You're going to get what's called a coupon code, and if you're a viewer of Pete's channel or my channel, to get even a further discount than the discounts that will ultimately be shown on the channel. Alright, so like if you want to buy an Espada, you would click on anywhere in this area, and then here's the 3 Espadas. My favorite, the extra large. You can go to Cold Steel, pay $4.69, or you can come to our merchant website and help Pete and our merchant website and purchase from us at a much lower price. But we're not getting into prices now. Let me just show you the layout. So you click that there, and if you click on the actual blade, we did it where it expands out so you get a closer view of it, and then below it is a description of all the blades. This took a lot of work. 16 3/4 inches, 17-inch blade. I mean, that's a folding blade with a triad lock system. Oh gosh, I want to do a review on each blade. I'm getting out of control here. I'm so excited. All right, okay, so that's Cold Steel. Let me go back to Cold Steel's homepage. So you can have the fixed blades. You've got all their folding blades and pocket knives, and then you have all their swords and canes. Now, if you want to go to Galco, and you go to Galco's website, I urge you to do that. And see if you can find the products as easy as what we laid out here. I think what we did is better than what they did. Nothing against Galco, they got the best holsters around. But I tell you what, you want a holster? Look at this. Holsters, belts, leather maintenance. Straightforward, simple. Okay, I want a holster. Click on holsters. Now, what type of holster do you want? Do you want shoulder, paddle, ankle? Do you want Western type? And it moves all along here. You have your ammunition carriers, everything you want. Specialty holsters. Let's just click on one for the heck of it. Let's click on shoulder holsters. And we have them all laid out. Total items 8. They make 8. And then we'll have it like this where there's a price, and then this is all beta format, and then we slash it out, and then there's another price, and then when you go to your cart to check out, if you're a viewer of Pete or Tom, you'll get our coupon code and you'll get it for more of a discount, which is kind of cool. And I love the way it came out. And then if you wanted to buy this, whatever this is here, this VHS shoulder system, I'm not familiar with that one. I'm used to the Miami Classic, my favorite, but they look very similar. You can read up on them, compare. They're very close in price and retail price. This one's actually more money, $190 to $180. The top number that's slashed out is actual true retail prices. You click on that, and then here's your description of the product. Okay, so that's Galco, and we got it nailed. Galco's done. Every Galco product they make is up here. Every belt, and belts are very important, as I said earlier. I mean, the 1 3/4 inch is what I recommend, and you know, $50 retail will sell for less. You got a good police style belt. Okay, and then leather maintenance products. I only use Galco leather maintenance products plus Ballistol. I'm only going to sell products that I believe in, by the way. I'm not going to just sell products that are the most commission or silly stuff like that. We're doing this because we're gun enthusiasts and leather enthusiasts and holsters and belts, and this is our passion. So we got dozens of manufacturers that want us to sell their products, and I told Pete, I said, let's limit it to just like the best holster line, Galco, and for instance, the best high-end quality exotic holsters. This Black Hill exotic holsters, it's not uploaded there, as you see, it's a blank, but it will be in the next week. It's going to have snake skins and alligator skin and all the exotics, ostrich skins and different holsters and belts and police belts, and all they're huge. So he's a buddy of mine too. So Rudy and myself, his name is Rudy at Black Hill, we're working to give you, the consumer, a significant discount on these high-end, super high-quality, handmade holsters, like I showed you that holds my HK-45, the USP compact. Now we have weapons education here. If you wanted to purchase, which I hope you do, and it'd be nice, help out all the channels and all the work we're putting into this. Novelty items. This is just a quick glance. We've got just a couple of them up here right now. Mouse pads. I think that's kind of cool. If you're into blades and revolvers and SIGs and the medieval with the shield and the knife and all that, but the sparks, and I like it. So, mouse pads. We're gonna have sticky pads. The little trinkets to sell. This one's kind of really nice. The note pads. I've only got like 300 of them. You know me. I'm not a sloucher. I'm loaded up on products. AB Arms. I'm just having fun here. AB Arms is a manufacturer of AR parts, and this gentleman will be visiting Pete and installing a whole new gas system in Pete's AR, and we will specifically be selling these handguards. Pete, I think, yeah, he did do a video on this. He's got it on his AR. Super high quality. I mean, you can, not that any of us will do this, but you can shoot off like 300 rounds in a row and there's no melting or any of that. So it's something you may want to add. It retails at, I think, like $65, I forget, but we'll sell it for less. And that's not an expensive part to add to AR for a nice handle. We'll sell for less. Let's see here. We'll have apparel. Now let's see. Here's Pete's Armory Channel products. Not uploaded yet. They're working on it as we speak, as I'm doing this video. We're going to have new releases. You can browse by price. The ballistol. Oh my God, the ballistol. I have. It's taller than me. The stack. It's like a pallet they brought in, a ballistol. So I'm betting big that you guys are going to take our advice on this. You click on the logo, and what we decided to do is do packages. Because of shipping, I mean, buy one can, pay $10 for shipping, and these cans have to be shipped in a special way because they're toxic, they're aerosol and things like that. They have to be specially done according to the federal government, and we're all over that. We got all that was one of the hurdles and some of the stop signs we came across, but we're all over. Everything's covered. But I figured, let's do packages. 2 of this, 4 of this, 3 of this, 6 of that, 8 of that, 12 of this, a case, and there you have that. The images will be uploaded so you can see what's inside of each package. And if you want to go to 12 packages, we can do that also. For $100 you can be loaded up. That's not the. I'm not sure if that's the price or not. I'm just saying. Plus your discount code, you can be just totally loaded up with products. And Ballistol, you'll have it for the next 5 years. Ballistol is good for leather and your guns. Don't forget about leather. It's good for your holsters and your belts. And don't forget about having a good quality belt. There you have it. There's a glance. We have new releases. Up here on top, we have About Us, which will be a whole story about us. Gift registry. You can buy gifts for people. I got a feeling I'll be buying some gifts for some of you. And when I do my giveaway on July 4th, the Big Bang, do not forget this. This was my thing when I told you about the Big Bang giveaway. Every subscriber is part of the Big Bang giveaway. You can go on the merchant website and pick what you want. How's that? That's my new spiel with giving away. It's not like I'm going to give you a part that you don't want. Go to the merchant website and say, "Oh man, I got a new Glock 19. I want that holster." And that's what I'm doing with the Big Bang giveaway on July 4th. Do not forget, please subscribe so you're part of that contest. Then also don't forget that I'll be visiting Pete June 13th, that whole week, Monday through like Thursday or Friday. I'll be there. We're going to Cabela's. We're going to be doing some cool things. We're going to make some cool videos. The channel's only evolving and getting better. What else can I say about the merchant website? Of course, you have your contact us. You can be part of a newsletter. We're trying to think of it all. And I just want to go back to this Galco spot, and then I'll let you go, because this took a lot of work. I mean, look how nice this is. You click on holsters, and look at that. You want to buy a Carry Light series, you click on that, and there's all of them. There's all of them. And then you want to buy this one, say, you click on that, and there's a description of it. Add it to cart, put your coupon code in, and get more of a discount. We're going to cut it, and then we're going to cut up more for the viewers. Give them back. Give them back. I'm going to finish up now with one of my kind messages. Thank you for watching, as always. As usual, at the end of one of my updates or the end of one of my personal life videos, I like to leave you with a kind message that could possibly impact you and make your life a little bit better, make your living arrangements better, and make you feel better about yourself. Today's message is kind of odd. It might catch you off guard. It's so simple. It's just something you wouldn't even think about. And what it is, it's titled, Become a Better Listener. You know, I go back and think about my life. I'm 47 years old, and I think about some conversations I've had that I wish I can really just take away. Because I was not a good listener. Because I was possibly sometimes belligerent, interrupting people, and tarnishing really good relationships that I worked hard on for years and years. Whether it's a family member, a best friend, a co-worker, it doesn't matter. But if you're not a good listener, you're basically going to lose that conversation. And it's not like you're in a tournament with the conversation. What I'm trying to say is, it'll make you feel better if the person you are interacting with lets them get all of their thoughts out, and you could take your time, bite your tongue, and absorb what they are saying. Look at them in their eye when they're speaking. Don't wander off. Show them a lot of respect, and then respond with a nice, gracious statement of your own. It sounds simple, but it's kind of difficult to do. You know, I grew up believing that I was a good listener, and I've become a better listener, I'd like to think, but I'm probably still only an adequate listener. Effective listening is more than simply avoiding the bad habit of interrupting others while they are speaking or finishing their sentences. It's being content to listen to the entire thought of someone rather than waiting impatiently for your chance to respond. Showing respect to the person you're interacting with makes you a better person. I call it like being above reproach. You know, walk your talk. If you're going to have a heated situation, which we're all guilty of, we get in arguments with people, let the other person say as much as they want to say, and you just look them in the eye and just calmly just absorb it. And when you do respond calmly and with respect. I know families, this one friend of mine in particular, he has two sisters, and after 30 years of just never ever having an argument with either sister, never, had one bad night, and they had a really bad argument, the brother and the two sisters, and since that day, about 7 years ago, they haven't spoke all that often, and it's a shame. Because of all the three of them, if all of them would have been better listeners, that family would be much closer today and be happier with themselves. Because these are things you have to live with the rest of your life. If you don't listen closely and you don't absorb what the person is trying to say to you, then you might respond too quickly and say something that you regret the next day and have to live with forever. Slowing down your response and becoming a better listener aids you in becoming a more peaceful person. Just think about that. Not to get too spiritual or any of that stuff. This is a gun channel. But, you know, we're all human beings. We all have emotions. The next update's going to be really exciting. It's getting better and better. Thank you so much for watching. Weapons Education, check it out. Bye-bye.